Just look at this. We are sitting in the new 737-800 in Aerofly FS4, the most popular version of the Boeing 737. And of course, we operate this plane fully in virtual reality. We are getting a pushback as we speak. We are stationed in Hamburg today and we are flying towards Amsterdam. And just take a look at the scenery here. And what's even better is that the game looks good in VR, but the performance is also top notch. And just by looking here at the cockpit, the details, the clarity, today playing with the Quest 3, yeah, it's fantastic. Well, we can take a better look here. If I put my head a bit forward, there we go. Very detailed, absolutely fantastic. And yeah, you can see the sunlight coming in as well with the shadows. I absolutely love it. Okay, we are getting our pushback is almost done. We are about to taxi to the runway. And while the pushback is done, let's start the engine. Let's start with the right engine, setting it to ground. And then the engine cutoff lever, I push it on, and then we can see the engine slowly spooling up over there. So we will be waiting for that just a bit. We can hear the engines spool up as well. And of course, everything is working. Hear the wipers. It's just so good to play this with just the VR controllers. This one will go back to auto, and then we will start the left engine as well. Engine 1 cutoff lever. Putting it on. And we also see engine number 1 become active. And we can also, of course, hear that. Yeah, the detail is absolutely fantastic here. And while the engines are getting ready, we will soon be taxiing to the runway. So, engines are ready. Let me put the parking brake off, a little bit of power into the engines, and we are rolling. I will fast forward it here a bit, because this is quite the boring part. So we will be seeing each other again once on the runway. And before we take off, I want to highlight these lenses, especially for longer flights. If you are like me and you played with glasses in the past, you know that can be extremely uncomfortable. Playing without glasses, I got eye strain. Now, well, you can fix that because these lenses come with a Blue Protect lens. They are very easily attachable to the Quest, but also other headsets, Pimax, PSVR, Index, you name it. Go check them out, vrwave.store. And this never gets old. Aligning ourselves with the runway here. And yes, this doesn't look as good as Microsoft Flight Simulator 2024, but once we are high up in the skies, it almost does look the same. Alright, here we are ready. Everything is set, although, no, the flaps. Let me put that in the takeoff position. Hold on, there, in the number 5 position. Is everything set? It seems so. We don't have any error messages. We will fly straight and make a right turn, heading to Amsterdam there. Of course, everything with the hands here. Oh, that's not good. Oh, yeah, the parking brake. Come on, Lau. There we go. Love the sound design. A fantastic sound. We're gaining speed. ...100 knots. Grabbing the yoke. V1, rotate. Ho, not too strong there. The first time I'm flying this one. Normally I fly the Airbus. And gear up, positive climb rate, and whenever it gets old, he is of course taking off, especially with such a view. Look at this. Fantastic. Got the city center of Hamburg on our 1 o'clock. Flaps up a bit. Still climbing, almost around 200 knots. Don't have much time to look around, but there we have the city center, I believe. And then soon we will be turning right, flaps all the way up, putting the power slightly back. What a plane to fly. Especially the sound design on this one is top notch, I would say. And once more, I just want to highlight the performance in this game. Playing with the Quest 3 here, without any HOTAS systems. We are doing everything by the controllers. And the performance is at a stable 90 FPS, even while recording here on the same computer. Alright, and of course, what we will be doing is I will... I'm just following the lines, the indicators here, but we will have to turn right. A little bit too sharp here, I believe, but... Well, let me turn off the lights, by the way, as well. And once we are at a cruise altitude, I will be walking a little bit around the cockpit, which I always like to do in VR. Oh, a bit too sharp here, but I was just enjoying the scenery here. Because you can say what you want, but this looks pretty good though. Look at that. It looks so real though. There we go. Alright, we're halfway through. We are high up in the skies. And of course, what we are always tend to do is to get up from the chair and walk a little bit around the cockpit to spot some details that we otherwise would never see. For example, these signs over here, and this is just what I love about doing in VR. Look at this. Holy moly, what a cockpit. I do like the Boeing 737. I tend to just like the Airbus a bit better. But maybe I have to get the hang of it. Let me just take a look at the details here. It looks so sharp though. Fantastic. Absolutely great. And of course we can, operate every single knob here. Alright, I'm going back into my chair here, if I can find it. There we go. And then I will be seeing you guys once we start to land this beauty. See you soon. Alright, we have Amsterdam Airport in our sight. I have to be very honest with you. I have never ever landed this plane. We are putting the flaps down just a notch. We are way too fast. We are way too high as well. But I will make something good out of it. I'm sure we will survive. So Again, don't type in the comments down below that, oh, you did this wrong, you did that wrong. I have no clue what I'm doing here with this plane. But let's, maybe we can... I can see the magenta lines here on the screen, so maybe we can catch the glide slope manually. So, yeah, disabling the autopilot. And we are just doing this manually, and so we need to decrease speed. What is good though is that it doesn't want to go too quick. Landing lights on. We have all white lights, which means we are way too high. I'm putting the flaps down. We are quite slow, so I can put the flaps down. 180 knots.
2500.
And 2500. Oh, yeah, of course. The gear. Almost forgot. It's been a while since I've been flying Aerofly FS4. You see the sun there coming into the cockpit. Whew, what a beautiful thing. And yeah, once again, I want to highlight one. If you fly high in Aerofly FS4 with the satellite imagery, it looks pretty good though. Just on the ground, it looks a bit meh. Flying up in the skies, it looks pretty good. There we go. We got 2 red lights, 2 white lights. We are on track. If I look here at
1000
MFD as well, that we can see that we are kind of catching the glide slope here. And as we get closer, I will focus just a bit more. Outer thrust is doing its thing though. Flaps just all the way down. Feels that we are a bit low. 164.
500.
500. Got Amsterdam on our right side.
400.
400. Now, continue of course here.
300.
150 knots.
100.
Speed is excellent.
Minimums. 50,
Power down.
40, 30, 20, 10.
There we go. Reverse. Not a bad landing though. Bit of braking here. We got all the KLM planes lined up on our right side. Okay, okay. Go. And I will make a nice right turn over here, and then we will just go to our parking spot. Ladies and gentlemen, we have arrived safely at Amsterdam Airport. Thank you for traveling with this incredibly dangerous pilot. But hey, we survived. Cleaning up the things here, landing lights off. Flaps all the way up. It's maybe hard to hear, but when putting the flaps up, it kind of makes a very subtle noise. Guys, thank you for watching. This was a first impression of the 737-800 in Aerofly FS4. Hope you liked the ride and the insights. And once more, if you have a VR headset laying around, this simulation is definitely worth checking out. Hope to see you in the next one.